Figure out what you can do to take back your energy. You give your energy in 1,000 different ways to hundreds, okay, maybe not hundreds, a lot of people every single day of your life. And you need to remember to take back your energy in the ways that you can. Because it is so easy to be able to freely give your energy away, to use it on things that truly do not serve you in the way that you deserve. For example, I'm guilty of this, scrolling on your phone. Sometimes scrolling on your phone is a reminder that depending on your content, that the world is bigger than you know it, and that the world is bigger than your small world. And that's kind of how I try to use it, that it's a reminder that I can still travel, I can experience beautiful things, and I am still here. And that here is just here for now. And one day I'll look back and want to come back to this moment or to this time period in my life and try to relive it. But I think making sure you're using every single tool wisely to best serve you, because there are many ways that we can lose our energy and lose our motivation in some things because we're drained already, that we're already tired. And we just have to find ways to refuel ourselves at the end of the day. And that's beginning the morning, honestly, because sometimes if you're a morning person or a night person, doing something for yourself in the morning or at night is how you start your day on the right foot. And by simply doing that is allowing yourself to be you. And it's really easy to forget where you truly want to put your energy into, because a lot of things tell us what to be. A lot of things tell us what we should do with our time, how to do it, and what our priorities should be. Which, don't get me wrong, we do have certain responsibilities, we do have certain things that we need to get done. However, you and I both need to remember that we have to fuel ourselves emotionally, spiritually, physically, mentally, to be able to do things and to take back our time. Because when we feel like we're out of control, we feel like we don't have the ability to choose what we do with our time, and that we feel like it's just another day, another day, and another day, and another day. And that's really easy to feel that way, because sometimes that is so true, that we have no choice in how we spend our time, because we are either stuck on financial needs, that we have to do X, Y, and Z to have enough money, or we have to do X, Y, and Z to be able to move forward and progress with certain things in life, and fill it in with your situation. You and I both have responsibilities that we have to take care of and that we have to deal with. But I do believe that there are a few times during the day that we can take back our energy to refuel ourselves for the next day, because you can't allow yourself to live in misery all day, every day, just because you know tomorrow's going to be the same day bad. You can't. You have to find something in your day. You have to find that morning, you have to find that night, you have to find that afternoon, that lunch break, that something, to do something better for yourself. Because you'll experience burnout within a day. Okay, that's really, really dramatic. Within a few weeks. Because if you keep burning yourself to the ground every single day, every single night, without giving yourself something in return, without having that off switch, you're gonna burn out, and then you'll just hate your life. And life does not become enjoyable. life just feels like it's just one thing that you have to do just to do it, to check off a box of a pointless box. Not to say every single box people have are pointless, but you know what I'm saying. That we are doing things just to do things out of simply completing them. That's all life will turn into if you don't kind of reset yourself at the end of the day or set yourself up for success in the morning, because it's so hard to live a life that you have no control over, that you feel like you have to give your time to something you truly don't even care about. That is so hard, and it's so debilitating emotionally, physically, spiritually, intellectually even, because you are in this space where you feel like you just have to survive to barely live. And that is no means of living, and a no good way to live. And there is no, I feel like, perfect good way to live other than just trying your best. Because I think the thing that could haunt you the most is saying that you didn't try hard enough. And at the same time, it's hard because you're trying to live and trying your best. And sometimes finding that balance is super hard. And remembering that life is a lot bigger than your current self. And that's so hard to say, and that's so tough to believe, because your present self is the most important person in your life. Is the you that you are right now. And trying to have that bigger mindset is so hard, because you feel like your world is just on fire and you just have to be burned and walk through it and get over it. And you're the only one that's left with it. And then you feel lonely rather than alone. But then it's hard because then you don't want to be alone, but then you want to be alone and to regain your energy. But then you don't want to be by yourself because you're so used to being stimulated. And it's a hard, fine balance to walk. And there is no balance. There really is not a balance that you can say, oh, I can perfectly do this, oh, I can perfectly do that, without having something else. Not take a hit, but like have a consequence to, or have a result come out about it. And I think like what I'm trying to do is like every morning, like whenever I wake up or go to bed, well, depending upon when I go to bed, is like I try to go for like 30-minute walk or something to like slow me down, because I told this person, I was like, I hate walking because it's so slow. And then now I'm like, I love walking because it's so slow. And I think it's just different paces of your life and different time points in your life that you need certain things. And one of the things that I like to do at the end of the day is like, I guess, make my videos and like do this just because it's just something else. And yeah, like being at home is a lot better, like at this home on campus, or like off campus, but like on campus. And because then I can like flip my switch on for school and then flip my switch off at home. But I did get a desk. That's like what's there, and I need to set it up in a chair. But regardless, I'm trying to get better about that. And I'm trying to relax and know that it's okay. That I don't have to be on 24/7, that I can feel safe being here. And it's a place that I don't have to do work. I can just do work when I need to. and take it day by day. Because I think this is so off topic. Because I think what I'll end up doing with this desk is like doing my nails, painting on it, because I don't really like doing work in my room, because that's where I can like fully shut off. But there's a table out there, which I'm thinking I'll do homework out there in like the winter time and when things get colder. But regardless, I think it's so important to be able to reclaim your energy. Being able to have an off switch and an on switch, I think, is very important. And it's hard because college is hard, but then also my internship was hard, as you guys all know. Because I was telling this to my mentor earlier today, that I feel like with my 9 to 5 at the lab, I had a 9 to 5. It was very stressful, but immediately once I got back, I could turn off and do whatever I wanted. But then I ended up filling it with like the gym and walking. And yeah, because I ended up like, this is kind of bad, but I ended up like coming back from my job, eating dinner, and then going on a walk till like maybe 8:39, just to kill time, because I didn't want to be at the dorm. But it was really like a catch-22 that I wanted to be back, and then I didn't want to be there, so then I went walking everywhere. But regardless, you kind of just have to find your freedom when you can and where you can. And I don't know what that looks for you, but for me it's like walking places, moving my body, going to the gym, swimming, playing basketball, doing like beach volleyball one time, or sand volleyball. Painting, I guess. I don't really paint as often as I'd like to paint, just because I feel like I don't have enough time. But I think maybe I'll try to get more into painting. I don't know. You kind of just have to find ways to do something that you want to do and kind of detach any meaning to, if you want to call it that. I think I'm going to try to get into like poetry. Like I saw these TikToks that people are just reading things that are like really poetic, and I like love that stuff. And I think like maybe at the end of the day, like I'll do that. Try to like calm down a bit. And yeah. But I don't really think there's a perfect way to figure that out. There's no perfect way to figure out anything. And it's hard. It's really hard to accept when you are very clean, process, done, check, next type of person. But I feel like in actuality, I'm not really that type of person. But the things that I do and that I study kind of make me have to be that way. And I kind of told my mom this, that I was like, the behavior of like perfectionistic, as in a schedule being perfect, is kind of reinforced within like STEM fields, I feel like, because when you get the grades that you want, it kind of reinforces the behavior of, oh, I did that right, so I'm going to do it again, and it's repeatable. But is it though? Because at every single end of the semester that I had, I never felt satisfied. I never felt content. I never felt fulfilled just because I got all the grades that I wanted. I just felt empty as a box of nothing. I felt so empty. I really didn't have any value in my grades. I put a lot of value on it wasn't even that. Like I put a lot of effort and stress on doing that, but I never, in the end of it, really put value into my grades because I never valued myself on that. And it never was fulfilling, and it never helped me reclaim my energy. I think really it kind of burned me and taught me that school is important, but also to do the fun things in life, which I'm trying to take my own advice about. But I think trying to reclaim your energy in the moment, even when you are having 1,000 plates in the air, is hard. But I think it's one of the best skills that you can learn, because that's not the last time this will happen, to say the least. Maybe it'll be the last time when you're in your 20s, from like the perspective of school, but I think that trying to learn how you best manage and stress, and how you best reclaim your energy when you're stressed, is one of the most important skills that you will learn, because stress is everywhere and anywhere and is going to be in our lives forever. But figuring out how you can make your life less stressful a little is one of the most important things and best things that you can do for yourself. Food for thought.